Yo, what's up guys, welcome to another Warcraft replay. Here we are on the Netease ladder once again, always, and forever, I guess, until I, get the motivation to cast a tournament game again. But either way, or a request at that, either way, colors are reversed, as always. Actually works out fine because, actually no, we don't have a Blade Master this time. Yeah, so, Orc versus Human, very classic matchup. We have Lyn spawning in as the blue Orc player in the bottom left, and Chaemiko spawning in as the red Human player in the top right. Map is on Concealed Hill. I guess I've casted enough games on this map to formulate an opinion, and I think that this map is just pretty generic. We haven't had, I don't think, that many games, if any, that went past 30 minutes, but I usually tend to avoid those games anyway, so I guess I can't really give my opinions on this particular gold mine. But other than that, this map's not that exciting. I mean, compared to other maps that we have tried before, like Crystal Kingdom, Light and Dark, those maps, I don't know, it might just be because they have different terrain. I'm just probably more interested in seeing something other than this plain grass. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing too interesting from here. So yeah, it's just pretty generic, to be honest. I guess that is the reason why this map has stayed and those other two have kind of not. So yeah, that might be a reason, I don't know. Archmage coming out for Chaemiko here. He will be facing off against a Farseer, which it seems like it is going to be the tech first, barracks later Farseer. Not sure if this has any, I don't know, interesting name.
We're under attack!
Honestly, the only opener I know is the TED opener, and as far as I remember, yeah, I don't actually know if other openers are named after someone or not. Hell, even the TED opener is pretty specific, so yeah, sometimes I do get some undead openings confused with the TED opening, but yeah, the idea is usually there. Farseer is just going to be harassing with the Spirit Wolves. That is a lot of militia to fight against, but at least it will force most of them to not be actually doing anything. I'm not sure if Chaemiko is actually going to be struggling in terms of lumber, but yeah, he will have to spend a couple of militia trying to fend off against those wolves. We do have the Arcane Tower completed, however, and that is going to make very quick work out of those wolves. We are actually going to lose a peasant on Chaemiko's side. Very rarely happens, to be honest. Chaemiko is just a little slow on that call to militias, but I think a single peasant death is not going to matter too much. Farseer, oh, he just barely missed that elemental kill. I believe the Archmage was quicker, or he was closer at least, so his fireball didn't actually take that much time to actually travel. But I mean, look at it, it's a lightning bolt. Lightning bolt, it definitely looks a lot faster than the Archmage's fireball, that's for sure. And the Farseer still wasn't able to get that, which I am super shocked about. Yeah, interesting. He is still kind of experienceless. Of course, the only experience was from that peasant kill, which, in all honesty, never expected it to happen. But at least he's keeping tabs on his opponent, who does have a fair number of footmen. We'll be also using his militia to along to some creep. I'm not sure if that's going to give level 3 over. It might. Yeah, that will give level 3 over to the Archmage, and that will be, wow, just barely level 3. That will be level 2 elementals, just a little darker shade of blue on that elemental, which, yeah, of course the stats also, I guess, differentiate. Farseer is still struggling in terms of getting anything done. He is trying his best to keep his buildings from being destroyed. We do have two Spirit Lodges on the way. One will be forced to be cancelled. I'm not sure if he's actually intended to go second Spirit Lodge or not, or if he's just anticipated it being forced cancelled there. We do have the Archmage TPing very, very low health. Chaemiko like literally left it to almost single digits. I think he started channeling at 11 health, but either way, was able to delay a Spirit Lodge. I'm not sure if Lin actually wanted the second one or not, but at least he also took down an Orc Burrow.
We're under attack!
Yeah, which is pretty good. Spirit Lodge, with nothing else, even Spirit Lodge these days, usually means Shamans, so we might just be having Shaman Troll Berserkers, maybe? I don't know, it's a little bit weird, especially for a human matchup. Humans could just easily go Mass Footman and just wreak house against those Berserkers and Shamans, or even worse, like Knights are pretty good against that as well. So yeah, I'm not sure what the army comps for Chaemiko at least is going to be. I mean, the War Mill into Spirit Lodge does seem to like indicate Shaman Trolls, but we'll have to wait and see. Acid Bomb is going to be tossed at the Terran Chieftain, who will be coming out here as a second hero for Lin. Alchemist obviously for the second hero of Chaemiko. We do have the first Shaman out. Not out of training just yet. He does have Purge available, so he will be able to take down those elementals kind of instantaneously. He's obviously out of mana, so that's not going to be happening anytime soon. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. Mass Grunts and a Shaman. Chain Lane will be used to finish the job onto that Alchemist. Turing, however, is kind of screwed. Healing Salve is going to get cancelled with the Acid Bomb there, and Speed Scroll was just not enough. Obviously, Orcs don't actually have access to any staffs or staves, so they can't actually save their straggling units here. Another Shaman is going to pop out. Purge just used onto the Archmage as soon as he pops down an Elemental. Rather unfortunate timing there. But oh well, Shamans, we might actually have both of them just killed off. Oh, or not, the Elementals are refusing to attack. We'll be able to pick one off, but the auto-targeting actually didn't do him any favors there. We are going to have a salve being used on the Shaman because, well, he kind of needs all the units he can get. 41 versus 35, not exactly ideal with Shamans and Grunts. This is a very weird combination of units, to be honest.
We're under attack!
Riflemen, Priests, and yeah, it's just Rifle Casters. Rifle Priests at least. But we can also delve into Sorceresses if needed, since Sorceresses do very, very well against Orc units. I'm not sure if they're absolutely needed in this instance, since it's just Grunts, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. For now, it seems like Priests and Riflemen are going to be enough to deal with this. Farseer, not sure what happened there, is forced to TV scroll back home, and his remaining units will also be forced to run away as well. They did clear out the shop, and I guess the item got sold. Or it's the Sentry Wards, which is, again, not that great either. Once again, a siege onto the main base of Lin, and Adder Training is on the way. That does give Lightning Shield, but yeah, not the best ability in their arsenal, and pretty sure it's just for the stat upgrade. The barracks is on the way to being demolished very soon, which is kind of a big deal because this is where most of the hard-hitting units of Lin can produce right now. He doesn't have a Bestiary, he doesn't have a Turn Totem, so all he's got is that barracks, and so far it doesn't look like it's gonna do too much. Lumbermill gets placed down for whatever reason from Chaemiko. I was kind of expecting a shop, but it seems like Lumbermill is the building of choice there. It is most likely for those peasants to do something in the front lines. which is really weird thing to say. Towers get placed down as well. Do we have a lumber mill over here? No, we don't actually. So this lumber mill actually enables guard towers to be produced, which is not going to be the case, as we do have arcane towers being upgraded instead. I believe this one should be a guard tower. No, it's another arcane tower. Wow, what is this lumber mill for? I have no idea. Acting as a front line for the towers. It's a very weird thing to say. Warstorm is going to be used by the Eternal Chieftain there to try and at least disable some of those units. Another Warstorm is going to come down, but it doesn't look like he's going to pass a third, as he will be taken down yet again at level 2. Slightly more expensive than the last death, unfortunate, but yeah, I guess he tried his best. We do finally have a guard tower being produced there. Thank God, Chaemiko is not going to make any more crazy than usual. Oh wait, when do we have this expansion? Wow, I'm super tripping today. I did not see this expansion all the way, and okay. Sadly, it's just another barracks. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough to actually deal with this siege, which is coming through here. One arcane tower is done, guard tower is nearly done itself, and there's the peasants. They are just going to be harvesting lumber at their opponent's base. Might as well take as many trees as you can while you're at it. Honestly, it reminds me of like StarCraft days where Protoss would usually just build their bases at your opponents, and that was, yeah, this reminds me of that, which is kind of funny. Eternal Chieftain will be making an appearance, at least from the altar. Will we have to revive through the tavern? If he's ever going to, it seems like he will. I'm not sure what Lin is going to be doing about this. His main base probably going to fall very soon. These towers are nearly done, and they are guard towers, so even though they don't do as much compared to their cannon tower counterparts, yeah, probably going to need to bring a lot more peons each time. Counterattack is in progress, and it seems like this counterattack is not going to be answered too much here. The peasants are just going to be moving out. Stronghold is going to hold very full basically now. I'm not entirely sure if Chaemiko's aware of this expansion. He's probably like me and completely didn't even anticipate an expansion being built. But he should be suspecting now because no revealing message has popped up, and yeah, it doesn't look like Lin's that much pressed for saving his base either. Obviously he's going to be a lot longer to take, taking down that keep, but yeah, if what I'm seeing is correct here, Chaemiko might even build a great town hall in his opponent's base, which is a StarCraft thing as well, so that would be pretty hilarious if that was to happen. Okay, keep has finally gone taken down here for Chaemiko. He is going to be revealed very soon, but I imagine he should just place down the town hall. He's got the resources for it, I'm pretty sure. Actually, he's definitely got the resources, and even if he didn't have enough lumber, he's got a lumber mill, so he can just do that. Very weird game. I was expecting more from the armies to actually do something rather than like the human decision making. Okay, the town hall finally gets popped down here for Chaemiko. Has been spotted by Lin because he still has a couple buildings around here. Orkborough trying its best to try and force the cancel, but it is not going to happen. Peons are moving to try and steal back their own wood, maybe? Yeah, I don't know about that. But yeah, it's not exactly great for Lin. He's pretty bare bones in terms of infrastructure. Chaemiko still has a good chunk of buildings and tech still here. Blacksmith for one, and Sanctum and Barracks is still up for himself as well, so like it's a really weird decision for Lin to be doing this. He did take down the Red Drake finally, but like all it gave was +6 strength, which is not going to be a game changer to be honest. And yeah, Chaemiko has finally spotted this base. Is he gonna just brute force it? There is only a single watchtower, and it's fairly easy to take down with those riflemen, but needs to be careful not to get war stomped into a bad position. It seems like the Tauren Chieftain was out of mana, it seems. I'm pretty sure war stomp is definitely not below 70 mana. So yeah, unfortunate for Lin. That could have been a very devastating catch, but honestly, looking at his army, a couple of grunts, a couple of shamans, I'm not sure if they're like necessarily the best for bursting damage here. Purge does have like a small snaring effect, so if it catches a non-hero unit, they won't be able to move for a while. I'm pretty sure heroes can still move during Purge effect, but normal units will get rooted. That's as far as I can remember, and a War Stomp will just be there as a much better version of Purge. But an Invuln Potion is just going to say nope to that, and Chaemiko is just going to wipe out a couple more units on the Orc side. Speed Scroll is going to be used. Wow, Lin's being very desperate right now. Just trying to get anything, any sort of catch here. Alchemist does have Chemical Rage, it is going to wear out very soon. Tauren Chieftain still has a Clarity Potion in his inventory, so he can go for one more stomp, but at the same time he has lost a lot more units than before. He's only down to a couple of grunts, and even with that many losses, he is still upside down supply. Finally, he will be able to place down that Orc Burrow, but he kind of needs to use that supply to maybe rebuild or retrain those peons. Oh yikes, Lin did miss that War Stomp, however, we'll be able to get a surround regardless onto that Alchemist. A level 4 Farseer, which is pretty good to be honest. I was expecting him to lose very slowly, but he did take out a hero for once, but honestly Chaemiko probably a little too overeager there with a very low health Alchemist.
Ready to work. Our town is under attack.
1400 gold over on Lin's side. It is rather unfortunate there is no Merc camp on this map. He can obviously get a Shredder. Shredder would actually be nice. He is pretty much struggling in terms of lumber, but yeah, the closest Goblin Lab is here, which you gotta cross your opponent first, and the other one is over there, which is a little farther than you would like. But yeah, Chaemiko's basically made this side his base. I mean, honestly, this side is his base as well. He should probably send a peasant back home and just rebuild. But other than that, like, this is a very weird game. I mean, I know it's ladder, where the stakes aren't as high, but normally people would GG by this point, but Lin is going to stick with it. Level 4 Farseer, level 4 Tauren Chieftain versus a level 4 Archmage and a level 4 Alchemist, I'm pretty sure. Where on earth is that? Oh, he's not revived yet. There it is. Level 3 Alchemist, so that death did delay his level 4 by a bit. And finally, the Farseer with his company is just going to finish the job, which is really unfortunate for Chaemiko because he was just about to finish his Alchemist. It seems like he is just going to be forced to revive him through the tavern or rebuild the Altar of Kings. Yeah, not exactly sure what is going to be happening for this game. Tech 2 is on the way for Lin once again, but danger is looming very soon, it seems. Once these Spirit Wolves get taken out, I believe Chaemiko's just going to attack the base since,
My life for the Horde.
Yeah, with the Footman scouting, he's absolutely sure that there's no defense. Is there a TP scroll available? There is, but to be honest, it's like, what is it? 50 versus 38. I'm pretty sure Chaemiko would take this fight, regardless of the tower being there, as he fully transitions into a melee rifle caster comp with that sorcerer. Elemental is gonna get purged to death. I'm surprised that the Zeppelin didn't actually micro it very well, but I think Chaemiko is pretty much lax now since he is in such a dominant position in this game. Slow cast onto the Turn Chieftain there. Is trying to go for a War Stomp. That was alright, not that great, but he needs to go for the heroes, which is should be the main targets, honestly. The Alchemist, pretty much probably the squishiest compared to the Archmage. I guess the Archmage is squishier, but it seems like the Alchemist just gets melted quicker than normal strength arrows, which is really weird. I'm pretty sure the Alchemist... I think the Alchemist has the highest strength among all heroes. I'm not entirely sure if that's correct, but that might be the case. Either way, it seems like it's not going to matter too much. The Tauren Chieftain is out of juice, and not many units are available for Lyn anymore. Shop taken down, tower taken down, and the barracks is next. Barracks pretty much seals the deal for Lyn because his heroes just don't seem to be enough for this game. Now the question becomes whether or not Chainwave would have been a better option over a war stomping Tauren Chieftain. But I'm pretty sure the main question would be, why the hell did Lyn go for such a weird army comp? Mass Grunts and Shaman? I don't know. Obviously latter games you can be a lot more experimental, but clearly it didn't really feel like Lyn had much of a direction this game. And which is rather sad. I do like having diverse build compositions, but yeah, it just didn't work out as well as he would like. We do have a War Stomp onto the Archmage, but he is going to get picked up by the Zeppelin there. Chaemiko finally not laxing with his Zeppelin micro, and yeah, Scorpion is going to get used just to yeah, demoralize Lyn even more, and that is going to be game. Very, very weird one. I'm surprised the score is closer than it looks. I was expecting Chaemiko to just knock it out of the park, but yeah, that is weird. I'm not sure if I could call it entertaining, but it was interesting. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you guys again next time. Oh, whatever.